Let's play some chess now, shall we? Babatunde Ogushiku joins us now. Babatunde, good to have you around.
Always good to be here, as usual.
You talk about chess, but I was thinking you're going to bring your chessboard. I will talk about chess. We're getting a lot of comments, and the viewer says, tell us the basics of chess.
Yeah, well, the chess is a game that actually helps every individual that plays it to improve in their thinking capacity, their creative knowledge, and a few other things like that. And we're looking to actually encourage people to play chess, one, and at the same time help them to understand how this game is being played. Now, in order to know how it's being played, you have to have a chessboard. A chessboard is a 6x6 type of board. It can be a 4x4, it can be a 6x6, depending on the make of the chessboard. That is a chess set on the screen. It has the numbers and it has the letters. The letters are below the headlines, and you have them as coordinates.
Is this 8x8 or 6x6?
Well, this is more or less like a 6x6.
Okay.
Well, depending on different users and makers. Now, this chess set has some things lined up on the screen. You have those white pieces that are coming up from the 1-2, and then the black pieces from the 8-7.
Okay.
Now the white pieces always, the person using the white pieces always plays first, and then the person using the black pieces responds. So it's a move by move kind of game where the two people, it's just a two-man game majorly. Now those two that are playing, one plays, the other responds, one plays, the other responds, and things like that. Now when white plays, now, before we go into the play, we have the pieces. The little ones that are at the front are called pawns. Those ones are lined up in front of the other pieces at the back. And coming from the right-hand corner, the two corners, you have the rooks. The rooks are the edges, followed by the knights, and then the bishops. Then on the white square, for the whites, is the white queen, and then the king by our side. Now, they say the queen always protects the king. Well, this is where you see it live and direct. So the queen is the most powerful piece on the board. It can move anywhere, it can move anyhow. And
so to start a chess game, can you just move the queen
No,
first?
you can't just move the queen first. You always either move the pawns or the knights.
Okay.
Now,
Why is that so?
Well, the way it is the knight is the most dynamic piece of the chess game. Now, reason being that it moves in an L shape that can jump over pieces. And when it jumps over pieces, it is the only piece on the chessboard that will check the king, and the king would have to move, or the piece.
So
or the knight
why is the king dominant? Why does he just stay in one place?
Well, the king does not just stay in one place. The king can always move from one place to another, but a step per move. Herein is the rook.
Okay.
One of the two pieces at the edges behind. That's the rook. The rook moves in an horizontal or vertical manner, being denoted by the yellow lines. The rook moves in that format. Now, it can move one step, and it can move as much as 4 steps or 7 steps, depending on where the rook is moving from.
And where is its destination?
The destination depends on where the player wants it to go to.
Okay.
Now, if the player wants it to get to the edge of the board, without any obstruction, the rook can actually get to the edge of the board. And if the player wants the rook to just move a step, the rook can just move 1 step, any direction, just vertical and horizontal.
So what's the objective at the end? What am I trying to do to cancel out your play and score points?
Majorly, what you are trying to do as a chess player is to checkmate your opponent's king. Now, when you are able to... Checkmate is a word that describes when the king is checked, and then the king has no squares to move to, no free squares to move to, and at the same time, the piece that is checking the king cannot be captured. Then you have a checkmate.
I see. So when do you cancel out a particular piece?
Well, when a piece is standing on the square that another piece can capture on, then another piece can move to, then the piece that is moving to that square removes the player moving any piece to the square that another piece is on, removes that piece from the board, puts it outside, and puts his own piece on that particular square. Next week, we'll talk more about capturing and other parts of the game.
Okay, and I think you need to come with a chessboard so we can actually do a proper graphic presentation. So that's Babatunde Ogunseyikin giving us just basics of how the game of chess is played. We'll continue next week. But today, let's talk about what's going on, particularly with school chess.
Well, school chess, we have the 5th Abuja Inter-Chess Championship that's tournament that will be going on in Abuja. It's actually going to be holding at the Olumau School, Abuja, on the 27th of February, 2016. That's just the next month coming. It's going to be participated by a whole lot of schools. Considering the fact that last year there were about 20 schools or more. There were over 20 schools actually that participated in the tournament last year, and they had a brilliancy prize for a young kid that actually played brilliantly in one of the games. So it's going to be holding in Abuja there at the Olumau School, Abuja. And then the Sipon Maxton Blitz Chess Championships would be holding tomorrow, the 30th of January, at the Maxton Hotel and Suites, 50 Mende Road, Maryland, Lagos. It's going to be major because top players in the country have already signified interest in participating in the tournament. That's the Olumau tournament for last year, the 4th edition. On your screen right there, some of the winners and then the games being played. Then going on the international scene, we have the Wykanzi Masters tournament where Grandmaster Magnus Carlsen is on a roll right now, winning 4 of his last 6 games. It's a major coup for the young man, defeating the very impressive Uyi Fan right on your screen right there, who is currently the world's female highest rated player as in right now. And Grandmaster Wei Yi on your screen has actually been in good form in this tournament and has been playing very well at age 16.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So what we're talking about, because he started very early.
Exactly.
It's paying off.
Yes, it has been paying off for the young lad, and he has been really doing well for himself. Last year, he won the King's tournament in China, and is currently the China King of Chess and the China Chess Champion. And at the same time, Grandmaster Fabiano Caruana, who started the tournament very well, is currently a point just behind Grandmaster Magnus Carlsen, who is leading the pack with 8 out of 11 possible points. It's a major tournament right now. And we have the 2 games to go, tomorrow and the next. And then, well, we'll see how it goes. If Grandmaster Magnus Carlsen can continue his winning ways and then do very well for himself. And then at the Gibraltar Chess Masters, Nigeria's Omoifo Osemekian and Charles Campbell actually tied for 2nd at the tournament, holding at Gibraltar their Challenger A tournament. And then the Challenger B and Amateur B tournament will be kicking off tomorrow, and it will run for another 5 days there. While top seeds Vishy Anand and Hikaru Nakamura are participating in the Masters tournament, they're struggling actually, and they've had 2 draws right now and 2 wins, having 3 points out of a possible 4. Well, very unlike Hikaru Nakamura there. But at the same time,
which competition we had a couple from Nigeria.
Yeah. Well, the wife was supporting the husband in the tournament.
Okay.
Yeah, the wife was. It's still the same Gibraltar Masters.
All right.
The wife was supporting the husband. The man was like, the wife likes coming to chess tournaments and then supporting her husband.
It goes beyond the chess.
Certainly, most definitely. So it's been very good for the women at the tournament because Arika Dronovali is the best female so far right now at the tournament. Out of 4 games, she has 3.5 points out of 4 possible points, defeating Grandmaster Nigel Schotts and picking up half a point from Grandmaster Richard Rapport. And then the World Scrabble champion, Nigeria's Wellington Jigere, will be flying out to South Africa for the 2016 International Scrabble Tournament in Cape Town. The date will be 2nd to 7th February 2016, and at the same time, the venue will be the Garden Courts, Nelson Mandela Boulevard, Cape Town.
That's right. That's right. So big ups to Wellington Jigera. Remember, you need to give him some respect. He is the world champion. I'll just take this tweet and then we'll wrap up. Tony Badman says chess in Nigeria might have interest only if it's part of the games played at the Olympics, but it's a game of luck. I don't agree.
Well, it's actually being worked on to get chess into the Olympics, and most likely by 2020 Olympics, chess is going to be part of the world Olympics games that will be played. But then we still have our Olympiad that will still be holding this year. Every 2 years we have the Olympiads that chess players from all around the world participate in. So it's since chess is not yet in the Olympics, we have the Chess Olympiad that is being organized by the world governing body for chess.
That would really be nice. Thanks so much, Tunde Ogunshiku, for the updates. And it's always a delight having you to come around to talk chess.
Good to be here.
And that's it to you wherever you are watching Sports Tonight on Channels TV. We appreciate your time, but remember, you can keep talking to us. When we leave here, we get very active on our social media platforms. On Twitter, we're Channels_Sports, and on Facebook, we're Channels-Sports. That's the show for the team. I'm Austin Okonakman. In everything you do, remember, let's keep talking sports. Bye for now.